Hello!
Hey guys, and welcome to this week's Your Couple Friends
Episode.
We're coming to you from the past because we are actually right now lying on a beach in sunny Corfu.
Yeah. Do you think we'll be lying on a beach?
Maybe standing upright.
Ooh.
Staring eyeballs directly at the sun.
We're potentially lying or standing upright on a beach, but on a beach it will be.
On a beach we will be. So this week we're doing a best of some of our favourite moments from the last 6 months. We're doing the best of main feed is this one, and then we've got a best of Patreon. So please enjoy it. Please.
Please.
And we love you romantically.
We love you romantically.
Okay.
See you next week.
Bye, guys.
All right. Let's do it.
Whoa, what's up?
Whoa.
Wait, so this is the beginning?
This is the beginning. Welcome to Your Couple Friends.
Welcome.
A new podcast.
A brand new podcast.
A brand new podcast with us, Patrick and Mickey. We're your couple friends.
We are your friends and we're a couple.
That's that's basically it. Yeah.
That's as far as we've gotten so far.
No, we thought further than that.
Yeah, we got a couple segments.
We
Hope
got
you
some
like
segments.
I hope that you like segments.
Yes.
We're your couple friends. You maybe are a couple or you're single.
What, you're talking to a single person right now saying you're a couple?
I'm talking to the entire listening base.
Is this like, who was that celebrity that was dating themselves?
What?
There was someone who was like, I'm dating myself right now. Oh, who was it?
Miley Cyrus?
No, but I
She can
hope
buy herself flowers.
she can buy herself
She can.
flowers. Yeah, that's true. No, there was a celebrity. And anyway, long story short, Patrick, she was dating herself.
Right, that's a terrible story.
Okay.
You had no details.
The way that we wanted to start this, guys, is we wanted to sort of do some introductions in case you're not familiar with us or you want to know more about us. And the way we thought this would be most fun is if we introduce each other. So shall I start?
Yeah, you introduced me.
Okay, I've written an introduction here. So
And no slander.
okay, well, it's already written on the page, so there's nothing.
Okay, I
here we
will
go.
quit the pod.
Okay.
I'm primed to quit the pod.
Here we go. Patrick Spicer is a pretty nice guy from the capital city of London, England, UK. Born at Croydon University Hospital,
True.
which has since been demolished, possibly due to him being born there, question mark. Can't confirm that right now, but probably. Genetically, he's half Maltese, meaning he loves the heat, and half Irish, meaning he has a giant head. Culturally, he's 100% English. This guy loves the Empire.
Right. Wow, that's really sweet. Thanks, Mickey.
No, we're only halfway through.
Oh, God.
He's a baby brother to an equally giant-headed brother and a normal-headed
Jesus.
sister.
Ben catching strays.
Sorry, Ben.
Straight
he
up
might
the
even have a
gate.
bigger head than you. He's not listening to this. It's fine. He's a comedian after leaving an incredibly promising NHS career.
That's true.
That's for people so they can judge you for that. And most impressively on his part, he's my boyfriend. He loves numbers, science, and Excel spreadsheets. He hates fake people, crowds, and spontaneity. That's true.
God, I hate phonies. This is going to be a whole segment.
He's goal-oriented. Some would say to a fault. But
Who would say that?
your mum. But I think it's special. And when he's decided on a goal, he pours everything into it. He hasn't had any alcohol for over 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And he currently is eating a mostly plant-based whole food diet.
Yeah, whole food plant-based diet.
Whole food plant-based diet. He's the funniest person I know.
Oh, no. You wrote a really nice one.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to go first, because I want to know whatever you've got to say, and I bet it's fucking shit.
God, you've really set me up for a fall here.
Yeah, I bet it's shit, and I bet it has
It's
absolutely zero facts in
Yeah,
it.
it's not sweet. It's not thoughtful.
All right, go
We
ahead.
said that we were going to do this and like give each other bad introductions, and then you've absolutely slimed me by writing something really sweet and nice and specific.
Yeah,
But you also said I had a big head.
which you do.
Yeah.
That's still
I
specific.
never said I didn't have a big head. Okay, well.
I can't wait
yours
for-
was so long
I
as
can't
well. I
wait
can't
for
believe
mine.
how long yours went on for.
Well, I just know a lot of stuff about you.
I know a lot of stuff about you too, but I'm not writing
Okay,
a journal about it. I'm trying to write a funny, light-hearted podcast for our friends. Our friends are listening right now.
Yeah,
With a
I
couple.
know they know lots about you. And
All right.
they'll know absolutely nothing about me.
Well, no, they'll know some things.
Okay.
I'll tell you this, and then
Looks really short.
I might riff. I might riff a couple of elements afterwards. Mickey Overman is first and foremost a woman.
Yes. Okay.
A female woman with an axe to grind and my ass to grind it on. Now you tell me that isn't a completely accurate summary of you and our day-to-day lives.
God, this is already so terrible.
A Dutch woman by birth.
Yeah.
She performs comedy in English, the language of England.
Yes.
But she thinks, harbors resentment, and talks about me in her native Dutch. A language which sounds like a guy puking in another guy's mouth.
Yeah.
That's all I've got. I don't have an end to it. I guess, I don't know which one of us misunderstood the assignment, but I do feel like...
It's you. Here is the thing about heated rivalry. And by the way, this ties into my, I have a theory. Get ready for this.
Get ready, guys. Mickey's theory coming up.
And I'm going to preface this theory by saying that...
Get ready, guys. Preface to the theory coming up any second now.
Before the preface.
Okay,
I'm going to preface this theory by saying that I have never, ever cared about critical TV theory, even though I studied it.
Now,
But I'm going to pull my diploma out of my... Diploma? What do you get when you go to uni?
I don't know.
My degree.
You went.
I'm pulling my degree out of this bag and I'm going to say, here's my call. Here's my critical theory about this TV show. The monoculture is back, baby.
The monoculture. Now, what is the monoculture?
Well, we've been talking, I feel like for years now, we've basically been saying like the way that people consume media is no longer like, no one's consuming the same things. Like everything's becoming kind of more niche and people are just watching like their niches. I feel like Heated Rivalry has blown it out of the water. Everyone's watching it. It's amazing.
Yeah, we've all been blown out of our bubbles into
we
a
have
bubble
been
bath with two horny lads.
I mean, who would have guessed that like the end of 2025, what would bring us together after a year of like horrible divisiveness and Trump and all that would just be hot guys playing hockey and doing it.
Boning. Absolutely cut dudes going to town.
Yeah, but then I thought like, because you're obviously, again, you're not the demographic because you're a straight dude, but I was like, I just think you'd really like it because you like romance things.
Yeah, I love romance.
You love a romantic
It's not
story.
something I pick, but when I'm watching it or reading it, I like it. I think romance is just like the best. Well, here's my take.
Yeah.
Which you know this is one of my takes.
Oh, okay.
Is this my take or our take? Romance is like sport. Whose take is that?
I don't know. You haven't said the take yet.
The take is this. I have an idiot
I need
on
more.
this take. The take is that romance movies and sports movies function in really similar ways, where it's a really simple goal.
Yeah.
So like a sports movie is like, we have to win regionals or whatever.
Yeah, the cup.
Yeah, or like we've got to win the NBA final or anything.
Yeah.
And you build towards that and then it happens or doesn't happen. And it's really simple-minded. Romance is exactly the same. It's like, well, here are two people.
They should
We
be
desperately want
together.
them together. It's like normal people. You're like,
Normal people,
from
yeah.
the very beginning, you're like, okay, those two people have to be together. And then it's just, let's put obstacles in their way. Let's blah, 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 blah. It's like, what's his name? Has to learn how to slam dunk, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then the end, it can kind of go either way, but that's what is so. Actually, his rivalry is both.
I know.
Although
we
they don't
haven't
do
learned anything
any
about
time
hockey.
on the sport. Yeah, yeah.
We watched it, and by the end, we were laughing. We were like, neither of us know one more thing about ice hockey than we did when we started.
It's completely background. It doesn't matter at all.
No.
Other than that, in a really heteronormative world where no one is out.
Yeah.
And they're both gay.
But so I think
One is bi. Spoilers. Should we have prefaced this? Your preface should have maybe said spoilers. Have we spoiled anything?
I don't think we've spoiled anything. I mean, they're fucking almost immediately.
I think we should retroactively stick in a little heads up if you haven't watched Heated Rivalry.
I literally think we haven't spoiled anything.
What about me saying that one of them is gay and one of them is bi? Isn't that a spoiler?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I just want to say, but I think it was fun because when I watched it with you and then you were like loving it, I think it's been fun because like on the internet, what people have responded to most is like when straight men are like, oh my God.
What do you mean?
Like when they love it.
Which straight men? In the show or
No, like watching it.
The thing the internet responds most to is straight men watching a thing and saying, oh my God.
No, this thing. Heated rivalry.
Yeah.
Like obviously like the expectation is that women will like it because it's like made for them, straight women.
Yeah.
And then of course like there's more of an expectation that the queer community will like it, even though there's some people who liked it a lot and then some people who didn't like it. But there's more like there are gay bars in West Hollywood where they're doing viewing parties every week and they're showing it.
Yeah,
like,
that rocks.
But straight men are the demographic that I think
Like Brokeback Mountain having mainstream success.
yes, it's like you're the demographic that is most surprisingly embracing it.
I loved it, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, I know this is probably a controversial take, but my favorite episode of The Last of Us was
The
Nick
Last of Us.
Offerman
Yeah.
and Murray from... Is it Murray? What's his name? I think his name is Murray Bartlett.
The actor?
Maybe out on a limb on that.
The actor or the character in The Last of Us?
The actor.
Oh, got
He was
it.
the guy who was in season 1 of It's Murray Bartlett. What a pull. I'm terrible
pull.
with names. Anyway, they have a standalone episode where they fall in love, and it's so
Yeah, it's
beautiful.
amazing. It's
and
amazing.
there's an episode in this season, no spoilers, that is so beautiful. I had a couple of little cries throughout the episode, and then at the end of the episode, I was crying like a Mickey. I was crying... floods of tears. You know, we have multiple. You know, it's
end
not
of
just like on the side. It's like I have 3 lines of tears coming down.
Yeah, it was. You mean the end of episode 5?
Spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, like again, this is just everyone's just been talking about this. You know, it's the rating of the end of episode 5 on IMDb is the second highest episode.
It should be
Rating out of like it's got Breaking Bad, that really famous episode.
Ozymandias.
Yes.
Yeah.
1, 2, the 5th episode.
Is there any better way to show the unseating of conventional straight culture?
I know, it's amazing.
Ozymandias being threatened by... Well, I can't say
Well,
what
it's not going to be threatened because this is, I think, like but it's like they both have a solid 10 scoring. Like no one's. I just think that is like, and maybe this will go down because Ozymandias has stood the test of time.
I think that episode will only get better over time.
I think so too.
When was the last time I rewatched Breaking Bad? Last year. Yes.
How do you want to announce this? Should we count down from 3? Should you say it? Should I say it?
You say it.
You think I should say it?
Why
Oh
not?
my God, so much responsibility. Guys, big announcement.
What is it?
You don't even know what it is.
I also don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. That's going to make... Well, this is going to blow your mind.
Okay.
Guys, Mickey's pregnant.
What? No! I swore I'd never.
Ta-da! Mickey's pregnant as fuck. There's a baby
So-
in there.
So pregnant.
Right there.
We heard its heartbeat today. Man, it was going off.
Bum, ba, da, bum, ba, bum, bum, ba, bum.
Because I don't know what kind of technology they use, but
What
it
the hell was that box?
feels
Yeah.
old.
Before this, they've been using
Feels
ultrasound
old.
and quite technical, but she just brought in this kind of like 8-track recorder and it just...
Not every time you go in to the hospital here, you go to the hospital here, and not every time you go in, you get like a scan or anything. Sometimes they just bring out this kind of like very ancient looking recorder.
This is the first time they've done something that fucking rum. That was weird.
Although I have to say, it's so funny because I was saying to my mum that we were going in for this appointment. And she was like, "Oh, is it a scan?" I was like, "No, but I think they'll listen for the heartbeat." And then she went, "Oh, do they bring out that like long thing that they put?"
What an old-time ear horn. How old is your
I
mum?
was like, "Mom, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't know
Yes, the gentleman arrives, he gets off his penny farthing, and puts his giant ear horn to the baby's face.
And my mom was like, that's what they, like, she was so like, that's what they use. And I was like, I think they've probably improved upon this technology since you were pregnant. I'm surprised that was still being used while you were pregnant.
Your mum is wrong and old.
Well, that's the thing. It was just like, well, they were using it for me. I'm not that old. So then...
Right, but they used something even more bizarre. They were supposed to be listening to it, but it was this like... It looked like, those old like cassette recorders where you could record if you pressed it
It
back.
looked exactly
and then you could
like
talk
that.
back. But then it had a weird little
Mike.
mic that they pushed against your belly.
Yeah.
And it was just making weird like wah, wah, wah sounds. And then...
It was going on.
And then they found the heartbeat and it went... It made this horrible noise. And
she went, that's your baby.
She looked up at us going, there it is. Oh, God.
That's
It's making
your baby.
a horrible racket in there. It's already a sulky fucking fetus or baby.
It's just like, this is not as wholesome as the first appointment where we had the scan.
Well, where we saw it, the shape of the baby, and we cried.
We should
Like a couple of losers. We've completely jumped the shark on this story. We went straight into mid-story. For those of you who are new here, if you're new here and you didn't see
Wow.
my tour show or Mickey's,
Wow.
we've been trying for a baby for 3
fucking
years.
ages.
You're talking fucking. You're talking.
Yeah. You're talking natural. You're talking
natural.
unnatural.
Talking. Yeah, that's how we thought.
Yeah.
This is unnatural.
This was the progression. It was trying and then being like, okay, it's been a while. Let's get some. So it's like trying, tests, then ages before something happens. Then ovulation clinic. Remember that?
Ovulation clinic. They gave you a load of fucking
They gave
pills.
me some pills.
Nothing.
I've been on pills for God knows how long.
You're like an
I'm off on
industrial American cow.
Yeah.
You're so
Yeah.
overloaded with
Yeah,
hormones.
honestly, that's what it felt like.
And
as
if you've never had dirty talk before, sign up to my seminar because
Yeah.
stuff like that.
well. Stuff like that, and it works never.
It works. Never.
And
we stopped having
ovulation
sex
clinic.
because of that.
Then IVF.
Then IVF.
Then
no,
IVF.
even IVF doing, but then also harvesting. So you're talking
This was the big cow one.
that was in you.
This was like at one
not
point.
big, but like just full
I
of
mean,
hormones.
pretty big. There was one point in the IVF journey where this is just pre-harvest, and what they do is, for those of you who don't know, is like you inject yourself with like crazy hormones, and they try and get all your eggs that are in your ovaries.
Ovaries.
All of them. So normally what you have is like one of the ovaries in natural production would produce one egg,
Yeah.
and then hopefully that egg like finds the sperm hot enough to like come in.
I think that's how it works.
That's pretty much how it works. But this is like they try and get all your eggs to grow. And I have PCOS, so I have a lot of eggs in there at one time.
PCOS, polycystic ovarian
Yeah.
syndrome.
Yeah.
They say cysts and follicles interchangeably,
but
but they
they've
mean
said-
the same thing, right?
Well, cyst is basically
Polyfollicular.
a misnomer. So it's follicles.
Polyfollicular.
And I have
PFOS.
loads of follicles, and every follicle means that there's a possibility of an egg
They
growing
all
there.
become eggs.
They all become eggs. So I had like
Yeah.
48 or something. That
You were very
normal people have
uncomfortable.
like my belly was so big, and we were like in the pool. Do you remember that? And at one
They were
point,
just leaking out of you. I remember they were
one point-
floating to the top.
at one point, this was last summer. We were at the pool, and at one point, I was like so overheated and just feeling so big and just full of. I felt like I had like a battery pack in front of me, like.
Mm.
And I remember like I just wanted to cool down, and I like sort of half rolled into the pool, and it made a splash that I was like, this is the biggest I've ever been in my life.
You thought there was like a kind of
I thought there was a
tidal wave at
tsunami.
the beach level of
Yes,
splat. I think you'd probably I
Well,
don't
that's
know
how
what
it felt.
you'd barely changed. Your weight had probably gone up by like 2%,
Yeah, man.
if that.
If you can imagine.
If you can imagine that.
It's more now, obviously.
Well, that's relevant. I don't know for which podcast we talked about this on, but you were at the beach feeling like a sweltered hormone monster. I was there absolutely roasting my
You're nuts,
nads
yeah.
to the point that when we did the IVF, they were like, this sperm is not good. So they had to do an extra step.
Even though you'd never had that before.
Well, I'd done three tests.
It always come back perfect.
3 tests every time. They were like, nice cum, bro. That's what the guy said to
Yeah.
me.
No, I remember.
He said, nice cum, bro, all 3 times. The 4th time, the one that actually matters when it's going in the goal,
Yeah.
they're all fucking all asleep. And then they
They
said,
were like, these are
have you
really
exposed
drowsy.
yourself to any heat lately? I went, dude, I've been at the Lido the last 10 days with my legs spread, sun beaming down
Yeah.
directly onto my testicles.
Yeah.
It's a miracle that they were taking a siesta.
They had to do an extra step in the IVF process, which is called ICSI,
Yeah, they
which
had to do
is where
ICSI.
they and this is also what is incredible about the NHS, because that's a whole extra step where, like, if you were doing private IVF, you'd have to pay
Extra
like
few grand, yeah.
another like few grand for this step.
For us, no charge.
No charge. So then what they do is they look under the microscope to see the quick swimmers in between.
Yeah, they pick the
all
good boys.
these drowsy ass sperm.
But actually, it doesn't even matter if they're slow swimmers because they're just they inject them directly into the egg.
But but that's the thing. They pick the fastest one, so they pick the
They
like
pick the best ones because that means that
they
they're
pick these
the healthiest.
ultimate broy sperm,
Yeah,
and then they extract it, and then they inject
but
it
even
directly
them,
into the egg.
you know, they're the best of a bad bunch. You know, they're like the smartest kids in the bottom set.
You think these?
They're moving around quick, but like relatively.
Listen, I would be insulted, but this baby actually. That was the other thing.
Yeah, do you want to tell them that as well?
Well, I think it's weird.
I wonder what the limit of oversharing is. Yeah, this one was actually au natural.
Well, I think that is a thing. We went fucking natural, and then all that.
Mickey, are you
years
crazy?
of-
I'm delighted for people to know that.
Years of hospital appointments, and then we made this baby naturally.
Old-fashioned. In
Crazy.
fact, Mickey was taking...
Oh, miscarriage. That was another thing that
we had
happened
a
in between.
miscarriage. Yeah. Right before.
Then natural.
Which
natural
you
baby.
read makes you more fertile when you've just had a miscarriage.
That is, yeah. Which
What
does.
a
It's
twisted...
not something I read. That's true.
I'm not saying it's not true. I'm saying you
No,
read
I know,
that.
but when you say it like that, it sounds like I read like
Yes.
an article in Elle magazine.
Yeah, I think you were in L. It was right after 10 ways to satisfy your man.
Yeah.
3 benefits of a miscarriage.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah. 10
but-
fun ways to reconceptualize your miscarriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one of those, as per Elle magazine, is
You get more fertile.
You get more fertile. And the wisdom used to be that like you wait like 6 months after a miscarriage, but now it's like get on it.
Which we did.
We sure did, but we didn't mean to.
Well, I did.
No. And
Clip that up. Expectant father destroyed by expectant mother.
here's when but it was really weird, wasn't it? Because like you and I didn't know.
It was cocoa bananas.
We were trying to get ready for the next IVF appointment, and I was in Edinburgh doing gigs
Yeah.
at the Monkey Barrel Comedy Club, and I went on.
And that's
one
why
of,
we're going to name the baby Monkey Barrel Comedy Club.
Yes, and I went on this hike, which I love to do, which is to go up Arthur's Seat, which is this kind of hill in Edinburgh, and I was up on top of this hill, and this hill's kind of magical to me. I really love it, and I was up on top of this hill, and I was like, I feel so calm, and I'm supposed to get my period, and normally I'm cuckoo bananas when I get my period.
You're cuckoo bananas.
And I was like, and my boobs are sore. And then I came back home. We did a test.
We couldn't believe it.
We couldn't believe it.
It was nuts. After almost 3 years of trying it the old-fashioned way, we'd sort
Yeah.
of given up on doing it.
I was just like,
We'd outsourced it to science.
we'd outsource. We
You
got
know
help
what?
involved.
Science, you take care of this.
Science.
We can't figure it out.
We couldn't figure it out.
And then we did.
Yeah.
That is also an issue. Well, as we were saying, we got the tube together. We got on.
Oh my God.
We were standing.
Yeah.
This was my first time getting on the tube with you with the badge, so I was excited to see. In my head, I thought what would happen is we would get on.
Yeah.
Basically, just like everyone on board would
would be a
see the
standing
badge
ovation.
and just fly to their feet, and then you could just walk through and choose your favorite seat. People would be like lying down in front of you for you to put your legs up on top of them.
Yeah.
It would just be a global societal
That was your
reaction.
expectation.
That was my expectation.
Whereas you've been on the tube loads, and that's never happened for anyone.
Everybody always stands up.
Okay.
I've never seen a pregnant lady get on the tube.
But you also pointed out that it would have been you.
Yeah, but often it isn't. Often they beat me to it
Right.
because I want it to be me a lot of the
Here's
time.
what I'm going to say in defense of all these people on the tube. One, it should be the people that are on the sides, right?
Yeah, well, the challenge was the people in the end seats were both ancient.
Yes. So already
They were really old.
they have priority over me. They should be sitting over me 100%. So they wouldn't have stood up. So all the other people, technically, if we're talking about like whatever the equivalent of the highway code is for the tube code, these people in the middle do not have to stand up for you, technically. The second
Yeah.
thing is, if you're in the priority seat, then you should be looking out for an older person or a pregnant person getting on. You should always be vigilant. So the people in the middle, again, they're looking at their phones. They're not looking at you. So like, I think the problem that I've run into loads is that it's just like, they're just not seeing it.
Mm.
And then and then after a while, someone, like, it happened with us. You can talk about the thing that you did, but with the thing that happened with us, was at some point this woman, she like looked up, and then she looked even further up, and then she said, oh, I noticed the belly before I noticed the badge. And she was like, after I saw your belly, I just double checked that there was a badge in case I was about to insult you, because I'm in that stage where it could be one of the two.
I think you're in that stage where you're showing sufficient, you got sufficient bump for it to be obvious. But I think everybody has a responsibility. I think it's just a thing that you do when there's a changeover. Some people leave, some people come in. You always just kind of scan to see who's gotten on. Has anyone old gotten on? Has anyone pregnant gotten on? Is there a kid? You should.
Yeah.
I just think that's a responsibility.
I do that as well.
Everybody should do that. And I was just looking around at everybody, and they were just like guys my age and younger, and like
younger
girls in their 20s, and just everyone sitting down and no one looking up. And I was like, you said,
guys,
please
can
don't
I just
say
say,
anything.
I saw Patrick was like going into go mode. Like, you were like, I could see you I was like, this man's about to attack.
I wasn't going to attack the carriage, but I was going to say out loud to the carriage, hey, could someone stand up?
Yeah, I knew you were about to do that. And all I could think was like, oh my God, I'm about to be so embarrassed. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Please don't do that.
They should be embarrassed. I think they should be humiliated.
I understand that that's what you think. And I think it's very sweet because you just like got very protective almost instantly.
Yeah.
It was like 50% protection, 50% George Costanza.
50% society, 50% love.
Yeah.
That's what you should always be in a relationship.
50% society, 50% love. And I thought, and I could see that I could see you being like, absolutely not. Somebody is going to stand up for my girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Well, that's why I didn't, because I knew you said,
no, I said it,
please
except
don't
please don't
say
do that.
anything, it'll be so embarrassing.
do that.
So I kept your need for embarrassment
did,
above my need to tell people off.
But then
and
afterwards,
protect you against your will.
Right. And then someone did stand up. And
yes,
it was fine.
and guess what? It was a lady like in her 60s.
Yeah, it was a lady in her
Which
60s.
I wanted to be like, yeah, absolutely,
It was a
that's
mother.
Very nice of you. And it was
Yeah.
very thoughtful of her to have seen it. It was like, you're not the fucking problem here,
Also,
lady.
she was there with her daughter, and I just kept thinking, like, if that was me.
Yeah.
And she was like, it wasn't like, 60's not old. So it's like, she was perfectly capable of standing
Yeah.
up. But I was looking at her daughter thinking, if that was me and my mom stood up for a pregnant lady,
Oh
I'd
my
be like,
God.
Mom, I'll stand up.
Yeah.
Please sit down. But yeah, so afterwards, you were like, next time, you should allow me to do that and see how embarrassed you actually feel.
Yeah, next
it might be
next
fine.
week, hopefully, if we've gotten a tube together in between now and next
Well,
week.
I'll be in Australia, but yeah.
Okay, right. So what you'll put me on a Bluetooth speaker when you're on the Australian metro.
Yeah.
Going from
They have
Perth
metro
to
in
Sydney.
Yeah. The metro going from
The
Perth to
cross
Sydney.
continent
A
line.
flight time of 5.5 hours,
Yeah.
but they have a metro.
Underground.
Yeah.
Barreling through the center of the earth.
Got it.
And these Aussies aren't looking up because they can't see you because the corks are dangling in front of their eyes from their Crocodile Dundee hats.
Oh, of course.
Put
yeah.
me on Bluetooth speaker.
Got what Australians look
That's what Australians look like.
Yeah.
And I'll say, everybody on your fucking feet right now.
Yeah.
This lady
This is a stick up.
Have you realized this woman is two people right now?
Right.
There are two people in this person.
Yeah.
That's double the seat. That's why she gets to sit, because
Well, there's
double.
one person in, not me.
Yeah, but
The
you're
other
both
one,
of them.
Well, I'm not in me.
Yes, you are. Your brain is in you. Your body.
Well,
is-
I'm in my skin suit.
I mean, this is really more of an existential question. But
Yeah.
if we were to put you through an X-ray, they would
Yeah.
say there are two human beings here. They
Yeah.
wouldn't say there is one inside.
Yeah,
one.
in the X-ray.
Yeah, they'd say there's two. We're looking at two
Yeah.
people here.
Got it.
And two people takes priority over one person. That's why we do it. In the same way as if three little boys came on in a trench coat dressed as a man, they should get to sit down.
Yeah.
Because there's three. They
Because
get
also,
priority.
you'd want to see it.
Yeah.
How
I'm
do they
really
even
impressed.
sit down?
Yeah.
It feels like that's probably a very precarious situation balance-wise.
I mean, depending on the height, I imagine the smallest one, the one at the bottom, would stay feet on the ground.
You think the smallest one is at the bottom?
I mean, the one at the bottom, not the smallest one.
Oh, okay.
The one at the bottom would stay on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. The one with the trunkiest thighs would be at the bottom. Trunk thighs is at the bottom.
Trunk thighs.
But I don't think he's tall enough to reach the seat. So he's probably leaning against the
Yeah.
seat. The second one is down full sit.
Got it.
The third one is up on the shoulders.
Yes.
Technically sitting. Yeah. The one at the top is having a great time. They don't really
Great
need
time.
the seat necessarily.
Yeah.
But that I think that is.
He's going to be hanging off the like.
He could be hanging, yeah, he's having
Yeah.
a good time.
Yeah, he's having a
That
good
takes. What do you think is the official ranking of like who gets to sit on the tube? Because we've got
Old.
old is number one.
Absolutely.
What about old man, let's say 80,
Yeah.
versus 9-month pregnant woman?
That's tricky.
Yeah.
That's tricky. That old man. Is chivalry dead?
Is chivalry
Is
dead?
chivalry dead, sir?
Yeah. That's what you say
Yeah.
to an old man who can barely stand. Excuse me, sir.
Sir.
What happened to chivalry? Because I guess
Yeah.
it's very context dependent. If it's one of those like sprightly old men who looks like he goes on walks,
If it's one of those sprightly 9-month pregnant women still doing the 5K.
yeah, that's true. If she's wearing a London Marathon medal,
Yeah.
then you're like, you're all right.
I think it is old first, but I think very pregnant tops potentially a lot of old.
Extremely virile old man.
Yeah.
Actually, you can kind of see his bicep
Virile.
vein a bit. Yeah, he's virile. He's full of beans.
Right.
He just had a baby.
The man just had a
The
baby.
man. Yeah,
Wow.
this is how virile we're talking.
This man is virile.
He, I think, can be trumped by almost anyone else.
This just makes me think, did I ever tell you? Well, okay, let's finish the ranking. So it's
So you think old,
old pregnant, but it can be flipped if it's like like very, very pregnant.
context dependent.
Yeah, it's like depending on who is the most very. If you're very old or very pregnant, depending on who's the most, that one flips. But otherwise, old, pregnant, children.
Children. Then I think we're going to kick into like middle age. Like if I think it's respectful if I see people my
We're in
parents'
middle age.
age. No, I mean like people my parents' age. Like if there are people in their 60s,
60s and 70s.
60s-ish, they're not old. They're very. I don't think they have a problem sitting, but I still think it's respectful to give them the
I
seat.
agree.
We have forgotten all disabled people.
I have not forgotten them.
Oh, they were gonna be last.
No, I was going to say, when I said children,
Children.
I was going to say,
The
actually,
disabled.
again, like the less abled, it depends.
Yeah,
If you're very disabled,
yeah,
then
obvious.
you would be at the top.
At the top, very disabled, very pregnant.
Because
very
there's also
old.
the ones who wear the lanyard,
Yeah.
which is like I might have an invisible disability.
That's true.
They also
Which
are
kind
in
of
there.
makes it trickier to chastise a whole carriage of people because they may all have invisible disabilities.
Well, if they have an invisible disability, they should be wearing I'm wearing the badge.
yeah, that's true.
They should wear the lanyard.
That is the point of all of this.
Yeah, that is the point of all
Those
of
with
it.
invisible disabilities should fucking fess up. and let
Fess
us know.
up?
Yeah. So we know who we can yell
What's
at.
wrong with you?
I think it goes disabled, pregnant, old, children, middle-aged,
Lovely.
women,
Yeah, just women in general.
women across the board,
Yeah.
animals.
Yes.
Yeah, we've got to get animals in there. Someone
Right.
comes on with a little cute little monkey.
Yeah.
What, monkey don't get to sit down?
Monkey can go on the rail.
Monkey can go on the rail. But maybe I got a little pig. One of those little what are they called? Those little potbelly pigs.
Yeah.
The little cute ones.
Yeah.
Then gay men,
Sure. Respect for the LGBTQ
Gay men.
plus community.
anyone of the LGBT community.
Anyone of the LGBT
Then
who should also be identifying themselves with a lanyard.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then professional chefs
Got it.
because they're on their feet all day. Come on.
Having a tough time.
They're tired.
Where are you in this? You should never have a seat.
I'm working my way down.
Oh, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Professional chefs.
Professional comedians.
Got it.
The rest of society.
What about people holding a plant?
Oh, good point. Yeah, people with big plants. Sometimes people get on with like they have like a giant box.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe people with giant boxes.
Kick them off.
Maybe this is a side effect of pregnancy. You'll find me way funnier.
Oh my gosh. I either have to be pregnant or drunk.
And that's it. Keep your girlfriend drunk or pregnant. Ideally, both. That's the thing that
Okay,
we've learned.
let's go to the Patreon.
To the Patreon. But thanks for listening, guys. And to anyone who ever, after
any of my tour shows, I can't speak for yours, came up and said, "Good luck. I hope you get pregnant.
yeah.
I'm wishing you the best." Thank you. It meant so much every
Same.
time that you did that. And
Same.
it's really nice.
And for anyone out there who's still trying, who's still struggling, we know how hard it is.
Yeah.
And we love you.
It fucking sucks.
It fucking sucks.
It's really miserable.
Anyway.
But like everyone said to us, people who tried for ages and they were like, just keep at it. It will happen.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it eventually does.
That is true for most people.
Yeah.
All right. We love you. And we'll
We love
see
you
you at
guys.
the Patreon.
Peace out.
Bye.